Oh, wow, guys. As a pro caster, I'm going to make sure you can have some beautiful music going on, so sound. Give us that beautiful bean footage. Today is another preseason game. Top left in the blue. It's going to be a Shanghai staggered. Top right in the red. It's going to be a Florida Harmony. Get the first time get to actually cast Florida Harmony. First map, of course, is going to be Hanamura, which seems to be happening every single time. Now, the home team, being Shanghai in the blue, does get to pick maps 1 and 3. Away team, being Florida Harmony, get to pick maps 2 and 4. So, they're going to stick with this. We see right now on defense, we do see the tanks of that I usually don't see together. Runely is going to be on your Diva. Aqua Kid going to be on Brigitte. Ranger Hoover going to be on your Hog. Super King gonna bring out that Reaper again. Remember seeing Reaper, he was fantastic on it. Chicken Nugger gonna be on a Mei, and Mirari gonna be healing on that Zenyatta. You might think that's light on the heals, but again, Hog has a self-heal, Reaper does a leech, and Mei does have a self-heal. Now on attack,
all right,
I hear
this
Julik.
is Julik checking in.
Julik casting with me again. Julik, what do we have on attack here, up here in the top right for the Florida Harmony?
Hi, hello everyone, and for Florida,
oh, I can't even let you do that because they're diving right in. They just went straight up with their dive comp, and they got it picked off Mirari and Super King. Ranger Hoover does get backs, however. That's 2 down right now for Shanghai. It is 4v5 in favor of the attackers. Now they have decided to back up and try and defend the point itself. Both dive tanks, Rock Jumper and Taka, do go in to try and focus again. They did a good job on the first time. Mei has blocked off one side. Shiny Espeon does dive in and start doing a lot of healing. Runely is hit out of the back by Taka. Chicken Nugger finished off. It does finish off the Tracer of Hydro. Takahashi's mech is destroyed. Rock Jumper does finish off Chicken Nugger in the back. Aqua Kid does get Shiny Espeon. Right now he's just trying to do a lot of damage, jumping up and down, trying to get the Reaper. Aqua Kid finishing off Mini Diva. Rocket Jumper finished off by Super King. It seems that when I look at the comps back and forth right now, but I actually want to get Julik in here. What did we see starting up here on top right for Florida on their first attack?
What we did see was a very unorganized offensive attack here. We did see Rock Jumper trying to 1v1 a Reaper. We did see Takashiro diving in, following on the dive, but unable to stay on his mech here. So we're going to go ahead and use Primal here, coming out from Rocket Jumper. And he does manage to get some space open up for the offensive team.
Self-destruct walled out to make sure the rest of his team is not affected. Now, there was an effective dive that happened with the Monkey and the Diva directly behind. Hey, fantastic self-destruct does take out Hydro in the air. Vax fell down Chicken Nugget. Ranger Hoover does finish off Rocket Jumper. Shiny Espeon does get Hydro back up so he can start flying in the air. Chicken Nugget, however, going to be taking out Taka. Hydro, after being res, does take out Super King, and they're decide that's good enough. They're going to back up. I like what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, that is
actually a good defensive play by Shanghai. They did use Runtley's Diva Bomb, but that's pretty much it. Everything else, and the Ranger Hover ult for Roadhog. And again, they're going to go ahead and try to attack on the top left.
They do. They both dive in. It seems Rocket Jumper's getting there just a hair before Taka. And we did see that Shiny Espeon was trying to res him back up, but he's stunned, and Ranger Hoover was able to take him down. And again, Shanghai pushes forward, and they're going to be down 2 players. They're going to decide to retreat. Hydro going to still be on this side of the map, trying to do some damage, and is going to get picked off by Super King. There is no exact direct counter, but Diva is fantastic with dealing with a flying fair up in the air with the Discord Orb, able to do a lot of damage. Defense right now has 4 ults online. Great Mei wall separating 3 members of the attacking Florida team. Super King finishes off Rock Jumper. We have a blade coming out from Vax that's going to be countered by the Zenyatta ult. You cannot damage through the Zenyatta ult with a freaking, it was just a blade. Super King going to finish off Taka's mech and Vax as he's trying to dash around, unsuccessful.
And Rari with a great Zen ult to counter that blade coming in from Vax, who has now swapped to a Junkrat, and after using that blade.
I love seeing Zenyatta's counter more things than just a grab, because they can out-heal a soldier's nanovisor. They can out-heal a rocket barrage if they're in front of it, and they can, of course, out-heal the blade. Now we're going to have a fantastic Mei wall. They're going to see Gregory using this a Transcendence. Some Diva Bomb coming out. That's not going to get anywhere. Ranger Hoover does get back. So we got Hydro finish off Runely after she got out of mech, but Runely's self-destruct does get Taka out of mech. And Mini Taka does get taken out by Aqua Kid. And then Rocket Jumper is going to be finished off by Super King. A fantastic hook by Ranger that helps finish off Shiny Espeon. There is no tick, and there's almost no time left for Florida on their first round here on Hanamura.
Yeah, I'm unhappy with not seeing the. I mean, he does have his ult Farah for the Florida side, so I'm hoping that it's not gonna be.
Wow. Okay, this is going to be a solid hold on on the first round of Hanamura. Turn that down.
And I think what won them that. I actually think what Shanghai did right was the ult economy. They knew when to use certain ults. And at the last attack, they invested 4 ults. They used the Diva Bomb, the Mei ult by Chicken Nugget Mirari. I believe Super King also used his Reaper ult and did manage to get about 3 players from the Florida team. And also Aqua Kid using the Brigida ult. So they did commit most of their ults on that last fight. But it was only like 20 seconds on the clock, so it was a very smart play for them.
I do like, I almost like and then don't like that every single attack, except maybe the last one, they were diving in through the window. Now, I've said this before several times when I see the dive tanks of the Monkey and the Diva. Monkey will always get there first. Diva should go through the little opening ahead of the Monkey, because the Monkey will land at the same time that Diva gets where she's going. Otherwise, Monkey's over there by himself. He's going to get focused down. They did have a Zenyatta to get that Discord Orb on him, so it's going to be significantly destroyed down quicker before the rest of his team gets there.
Yes, and I'm actually quite stunned by the fact that they did 3 pushes on the same path, the top left window, knowing what the enemy team had. They had Super King being able to face the Monkey from Rock Jumper. We had the Zenyatta Discord on the Monkey. So the front line was getting delayed and separated, counting the Mei wall.
Yeah, the Reaper and the Mei against a dive comp usually does pretty darn well. I like their setup right now over here for Florida. Look at where they are. Both healers going to be in the back corner, able to heal and do a lot of damage through just this narrow pathway. It does kind of leave the front door open a little bit. But on defense, already a pick from Vax. Aqua Kid can be taken out as he pokes his head through the window. Mirari can possibly get to him and get the res, but they are going to decide and back up and wait. Fantastic first pick off from Vax, already at 22% of the Widow's ult.
It's going to be interesting to keep an eye on Super King, knowing that there's a Widow, knowing that he can pick him off because of the slow mobility. Let's see if he makes any swaps.
No swap's going to happen. A good Widow mine to make sure they can't go through. But they are going to notice that they are right here, and they fend both. They're all both tanks, and Aqua Kid does dive forward to try and do a lot of damage. It's going to be Genji on both the healers in the background. Not gonna get it. Gregory in to fight off Aqua Kid. Mirari also falling down to Vax. That is 2 down already for Shanghai. Ranger Hoover gets hit out of mech. And the mini Ranger Hoover taken down. Super King answering back. Hitting Rock Jumper behind your shield. And a very aggressive Widow being right next to the point. Should be able to take it out. Super King is just cleaning up, getting Taka and Hydra, who's on the Junkrat. Shiny Espan getting his answers with Super King being killed. Chicken Nugget doing a lot of good job on the point. Pushing back. They almost got the tick. They didn't keep somebody on the point. There's almost no percentage left. And get booped off. And that's going to be enough for Florida to get through and get the first tick. Or Shanghai to get that tick and get the first map.
That was a fairly fast first game number 1 here. Shanghai versus Florida. We did see, for example, this old usage by Super King clearing up the second attempt, I believe, separating the group with the Mei wall and just being able to face the tanks one
waiting for Diva to get out of ult. Transcendence is going to stop it, and it's just him finishing people off. Fantastic job by defense right there.
Thumbs up to that.
That's going to be a first map in the hole. Just 1/3 of a tick, or 1/3 of a first cap required for Shanghai to get it.
Yeah, and that was a well-organized dive into the Widow for Shanghai side. So on the defensive side, they relied too much on the Widow, in my opinion. And Shanghai knew very well what they had to do. They speed boosted past the choke and dove that Widow directly, having her move to a different position where things got a little bit more tight so the angles weren't there. And once they got her to move, then they started to focus the back line, the healers. Vax did manage to get a couple picks, but they were outnumbered when it came to defending the point. At the end of the last battle, you had, I believe, Widow, Ana, and Zen trying to contest the point because the tanks for the Florida side had been picked. and it was all Ron Lee and Chicken Nugget just bumping them out, trying to pick them as they came in.
And they got it, and that's going to be first map in the bag for Shanghai. I want to make sure I actually have the teams on the right side. It looks like I do, finally, this time. Don't ask me why. That's a question, because it's going to update the scores, and we're going to go ahead and get set up for the next map.